إنا أنزلناه قرآنا عربيا لعلكم تعقلون.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. How are you all, dear students? Hope you all are doing good. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربي زدني علما اللهم فقهنا في الدين آمين يا رب العالمين. Today is a class 6. In this class, we'll start lesson number 4 of Madinah book 2. So before we begin lesson number 4, let's do a small recap of the new rule that you learned in your lesson number 3, which is, what is the new rule that we learned last time? A very interesting rule, which is often applied in the Quran. Yes, the rule of ataf, isn't it? Okay, let's do a quick recap of it, which was murakkab atafi, the compound of conjunction, in which you saw the definition of murakkab atafi and what are the different types of ataf. How many types of ataf we have in total? We have 9 particles of ataf in total. And also, what is the murakkab atafi made up of? It is made up of 3 parts. That is, the first part is called matuf alayhi. Then you have the harfu ataf, and then you have the matuf. Remember, the matuf alayhi is upon which the matuf is inclined upon. Okay, it is the matuf is inclined onto the matuf alayhi, right? So the first noun, always it will be matuf alayhi, right? And matuf will come after the harfu ataf. And then you also saw that the huruf atifa are what? Ghair amila. They don't cause any change in the i'rab to the noun which follows it, to the word that follows it. And then you also saw how the matuf alayhi follows the matuf in i'rab and hukum. Okay, the matuf follows the matuf alayhi in i'rab, and hukum is what? Ruling. Okay, so let's see what is this. Suppose you have a jumla ismiya, right? So for example, you have an example here that it is given here, Allahu ghafurun wa rahimun wa kareemun wa alimun. All right, let's try to understand what we have told here. So Allahu is mubtada, okay, and ghafurun is the khabar. Whenever you have a mubtada always requires a khabar, correct? So you said that ghafurun is the khabar, but then you will not stop because your sentence goes on. Here you have the conjunction, the ataf, and then the rahimun. Now this is what the word that comes after the harfu ataf, you know that it will be matuf. It will be called matuf. Now what did we say? That the matuf follows the matuf alayhi. Matuf alayhi is what? The word before the conjunction. Okay, this is the matuf alayhi of this matuf. So we said that matuf follows the matuf alayhi in 2 things. One is the i'rab. Okay, all right. Now ghafurun is marfu because it is the khabar, and this is also marfu. Then the second point is that the matuf follows the matuf alayhi in ruling. What is the meaning that matuf follows the matuf alayhi in ruling? What's the meaning of it? Now, Allahu is the mubtada. The mubtada needs the khabar, right? So what is the khabar that you're giving? What is the information that you're giving about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? That He is Ghafoor. This is the information. Does the news that you're giving about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, does it stop here? No, it is proceeding here, isn't it? So can you see that when we say that the matuf follows the matuf alayhi in ruling, it means that whatever the matuf alayhi is whatever is the ruling of matuf alayhi, the same ruling will be the matuf will also take part in the same ruling of matuf alayhi as the matuf alayhi. Okay, now, and this wow is again harfu ataf. Kareemun is what? Matuf number 2, which is the matuf number 2 of who's the matuf alayhi? The same, isn't it? Ghafurun. So Ghafurun is the Matuf alayhi. So Matuf number 2 will also follow the Matuf alayhi in Arab, which is in Rafa state, and the ruling is still continuing. Okay. So and then you have Matuf number 3, which will also function the same way. So Matuf number 3 will also have the same Matuf alayhi. Okay. And what will this Matuf follow the Matuf alayhi in? Two things: the Arab and the ruling. Ruling means what? That this word, what is the ruling on this word? That it has to give the information about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, isn't it? That is the ruling of this word, that it has to give the information about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the same ruling will be applied on the other matuf. The other matufs also have to give the information about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the ruling which they follow. Okay, I hope the point is clear. So this is in terms of jumla ismiya. And then if it is a jumla failure, for example, وَإِذْ يَرْفَوْ إِبْرَاهِيمُ قَوَائِدَ مِنَ الْبَيْتِ, and when yarfau is raising the foundations of the house. Okay, so Ibrahim alayhi salam is what? The file. This wow which comes later on, this is the ataf. And what is this Ismailu? Why is this noun, this ism is in Rafa state? Because this is the matuf. And what is the matuf alayhi of this matuf? Ibrahim. So now what should you look for? That the matuf follows the matuf alayhi. My matuf alayhi is in Rafa state, so the matuf will also be in Rafa state. Okay, according to ruling. Okay, what is this word Ibrahim doing here? The ruling that is applied on this word is that it is the doer of this action, correct? Fa'il means what? Doer of this action. So the same ruling will be applied to the word Ismail also. Ismail will also follow the same ruling of Ibrahim. Ibrahim is what? The doer of the, so Ismail should also be the doer of this verb. Okay, so that is what I wanted to bring to your notice. Now let's start the lesson number 4. So now let's begin at Darsul Rabi', lesson number 4. Al-Fityatu, the boys, the young boys. Al-Fata is the singular and Al-Fityatu is what? The plural of the young boys. Assalamu alaikum. So here Assalamu is what? Mubtada, and alaikum jar majroor is the muta'alliq of the khabar mahzoof. Next, Hamid, wa alaykum assalamu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Okay, and here waw is ataf, alaykum jar majroor, muta'alliq of the khabar mahzoof muqaddam, and assalamu is what? When the khabar is muqaddam, assalamu will be mubtada muakhar. Waw is ataf, rahmatu mudaf, and Allahi lafzul jalala is mudaf ilayhi. Whenever you have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's name, you will never say Allah mudaf ilayhi, the word Allah. We will say lafzul jalala. Okay, for ta'zim, for respect of the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's name, we will always say lafzul jalala. Okay, lafzul jalala mudaf ilayhi. Wow. Okay, now just now we learned about murakkab atfi, correct? The wow which comes as an ataf has come here. So what will happen? This noun, that is rahmatu, will be mudaf and matuf, isn't it? So rahmatu will be matuf. So where is my matuf alayhi? Where is my matuf alayhi? Yes, assalamu will be the matuf alayhi. Okay, this is the matuf alayhi. Let's check what are the rules of matuf and matuf alayhi. That matuf follows the matuf alayhi in i'rab and hukum. Hukum means the ruling. Okay, what is the i'rab? First of all, the matuf is in rafa state, so is the matuf also. Okay, now what is the ruling of matuf alayhi? That this is giving the information. This is this is the subject of the sentence, isn't it? That is the ruling. The ruling of this word is that this is the subject of the sentence. Okay, the same ruling will be applied to rahmatu, which is the matuf. So this will follow, the matuf will follow the matuf alayhi in i'rab and ruling. So next you have another ataf coming up. So the barakatuh, this word will be again mudaf and matuf number 2. and who will be mudaf ilayhi. That's it. Then you have the next sentence, Ahadul Fityati, one of the boys. What did he say? Kaifa haluka ya ammi? How are you, oh my uncle? Kaifa, what type of word is it? Ism, fi'l or harf? It is an ism. Okay, haluka is, and also kaifa is ism and ismu istifham. Haluka is murakkab idafi. Ya harfu nida. Ammi is what? Mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. All right. And what is the i'rab of The word how will you say? Majroor bil kasratil muqaddara. Remember, whichever noun has ya mutakallim coming as its mudaf ilayhi, its i'rab will be muqaddara. And what will be the i'rab of ya mutakallim, which is mudaf ilayhi? Mudaf ilayhi is always majroor. So how will you say the i'rab of this? But you cannot see the kasra here. So how will you say the i'rab of the pronouns? You will say mabniun ala sukun fi mahalli jarrin. Mudaf ilayhi. Okay, we'll do this quite often, so you don't have to worry about this. You'll learn slowly. Hamid, ana bi khair walhamdulillah. I am fine and all praise belongs to Allah. Kaifa halukum? How are you all? Man antum? Who are you? Kaifa halukum. Next, you have the same wordings like as previously you saw. Kaifa is istifham. Halukum is mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. Man antum? Who are you? So man ismu istifham, antum is domir munfasil. Now coming to the next sentence, ahaduhum, one of them said, nahnu abna'ud dukturi Musa. Nahnu, we, okay, we are what? Abna'ud dukturi, sons of the doctor Musa. Sons of Dr. Musa. Okay, we are the sons of Dr. Musa. So what is the analysis, grammatical analysis of this sentence? Nahnu, it's beginning with an ism, so surely it's going to be mubtada. Where is the khabar? Abna'u. This word abna'u is going to be the one word marfu khabar, and abna'u will take another position also, correct? Because the word after it is in jar state, isn't it? So when will a noun be in jar state? When there is a harf jar before it, or that noun should be mudaf ilayhi. So here this is in jar state because this is mudaf ilayhi. So this word abna'u will be mudaf. So nahnu mubtada, abna'u, one word marfu khabar, and mudaf, ad-dukturi, mudaf ilayhi, and Musa. What will be the position of Musa? You remember in one of the lessons we did Imam Bilal or something? That is the Musa is referring to whom? It is referring to this doctor, correct? Dr. Musa. Okay. So is it referring to two people? Is this person who's the doctor and Musa, are these two different people, or is it referring to the same person? It is the same person, isn't it? So Musa is also a doctor. Okay, it is referring to the same person. So can I say that Musa is the badal of this word doctor? If I don't mention Musa here, for example, if I remove this word here, does it still make sense? We are the sons of the doctor? Of course, yes. If the person knows which doctor you're talking about, if the person knows that you're talking about Dr. Musa, then it's fine. If I remove this from here and say Nahnu Abna'u Musa, that is also fine. So this word Musa is the badal. It's called the substitute. Okay, it's the badal. And ad-duktur will be mudaf ilayhi and mubdal minhu. Mubdal minhu. Okay. Next you have Hamid. Hamid is saying ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban. Okay. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban. It is a beautiful, greeting. But for you all to understand and enjoy this part, you will have to wait for some time because you will be learning the grammatical part of it very soon as you learn your advanced topics. Okay. So as you can see, these are in these nouns. There are three nouns. How do you know that these are three nouns? Because they are ending with tanween. Only nouns end with tanween, isn't it? The fail, the verbs don't end with tanween. Okay. The fail and the harf, they don't have tanween on them. They don't end with tanween. So these are three nouns. And what are the names of these nouns? These are maf'ulun mutlaq. Okay, there's just write down the name. You don't have to worry too much about them. Ahlan is one maf'ulun mutlaq. This is another maf'ulun. But you will not say this second one, sahlan maf'ulun mutlaq. You will just say, what will you say this? Because you have the ataf here. Matuf, isn't it? This is matuf upon this ahlan, this ism ahlan. And wow, ataf again, marhaban is what? Matuf number 2, which will have, what is the matuf alayhi that it will have? Ahlan will be the matuf alayhi. So then you have abukum sadiqi, your father is my friend. Abukum sadiqi, your father is my friend. So what is the grammatical analysis? Abu is mubtada, wa huwa mudaf, kum is what? Mudaf ilayhi. Where is my khabar? Sadiq, isn't it? The sadiq, this word is the khabar, and mudaf, ya mutakallim is the mudaf ilayhi. Aina ammukum ash-shaykh Isa? Where is your uncle Sheikh Isa? Okay, where is your uncle Sheikh Isa? So here aina is ismu istifham, ammukum mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. Okay, now here you have ash-shaykh Isa. What is the position? What is the position of this word Isa? This is going to be badal. Okay, because it is referring to the same person. The sheikh is referring to the same person, Isa. Isa and sheikh, these are two words which are coming to refer to the same person. So you will call Isa, you will give the position of Isa as badal, and a sheikh will be mubdal minhu. Okay. Right. Ahaduhum, one of them said, he is sick. Huwa maridun, he is sick. Huwa al-ana fil mustashfa. He is in the hospital now. He is now in the hospital. Al-ana means what? Now. Huwa mubtada. Okay. What is the khabar? Maridun is the khabar. Huwa, again, this is a separate jumla ismiya. Huwa is mubtada. What is al-ana? What type of word is this? Ism, fi'l or harf? It is an ism. Okay. And what type of ism is it? It is zarf. It is a zarf. Zarfu zaman. It is the adverb of time. Al-an means now. Okay. Al-an means now, and it is zarfu zaman. But if you see, what did we learn about the zarf? That the zuruf, mostly they will be mudaf. But it's not a rule that they always have to come as mudaf. As you can see, there is no mudaf ilayhi after it, correct? Al-ana is just a zarf, and you don't have mudaf ilayhi, a noun which is in just straight after it. So it is just a zarf here, not mudaf. Okay? Fil mustashfa jar majroor. He is now in the hospital. Hamidun, Hamid is saying, Shafahullah. Okay? May Allah, this is a dua, that is, may Allah grant him cure. So shafa means cure. Allahu, Allah lafzul jalala is the file. Okay? Shafa is what? Fail madi. And what is the file? Allahu lafzul jalala is the file. And who is what? Mafulun bihi. That is the object. Whom should Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cure? For whom are you praying? Him. Okay? So may Allah cure him. May Allah give him shifa. May Allah give him cure, grant him health. So these are the different meanings of shafa'ullah. If you see shafa, it's a fail madi, isn't it? Shafa is fail madi. So fail madi means the action is already completed. But this is the rule of Arabic grammar, that whenever you supplicate, whenever you're making a dua, so the verb that will be used for a dua will be fail madi, like jazakallahu khairan, shafahullah. Okay, so like this, if you see, you will have a fail madi coming in the dua. You will write a fail madi, but in terms of translating, how will you say? You're seeking, may Allah grant him cure, may Allah grant him good health. Okay, so you will translate it as a dua. Man hazihi tiflatul lati ma'akum? Who's this young child? Who's this child? Who's a small child? Okay, small child. Tiflatu. What do you say? Female child. Okay, who's this female child? Allati, that which. Sorry, the one who. Okay, allati, the one who, ma'akum is with you. Who is this small girl child? the one who is with you. Okay, ahadukum, ahaduhum, one of them said, hiya ukhtuna, she is our sister. She is our sister. So here is what? Mubtada, and ukhtuna is what? Mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. And ukhtu is also one word, marfu khabar. If you see in this lesson, they're also focusing on the words, that is, there are two damir munfasils which are they are focusing upon. Two damir munfasil they are teaching you in this lesson, which is anta. The plural of anta is what? Antum. Okay, they're giving you practice on these two damir munfasils. And what is the damir muttasil equivalent to this? If you want to refer to you in Arabic, what is the damir muttasil? Ka. Or if it is a female, it will be ki. And what is the plural of ka? Kum. Right? Ka is you and kum is ka is your and kum is your. Both refers to you or your. Anta refers to you and antum refers to you all. So these are the pronouns that they are emphasizing on these lessons, and they're giving you practice in these pronouns. And also if you see in damir munfasil, they're also giving you ana, which means I. Okay, and what is a plural? If I have to say we, how will I say we in Arabic? Nahnu. Correct? Nahnu. And if you see in damir muttasil, what is the equivalent of it? Ya damir, that is me or mine. And what is the plural? Na, our. Okay, if these are the four pronouns that you have to focus more on in this lesson, that is what the author is bringing it to your notice in all the sentences. If you see, mainly these pronouns are emphasized in this lesson. For example, here you have antum, right? Here you have halukum. Okay, man antum. Then here you have nahnu. Can you see? Here you have nahnu. We are the sons of Dr. Musa. And then you have abukum, your father. Okay. Then you have next you have ma'akum. Here you have this. And then ukhtuna. Okay. Ahaduhum, one of them said, she is our sister. Right? So how you're using the damir munfasil and damir muttasil. That is what you're learning in this lesson. Right? That's quite easy. Okay, you know all the pronouns, but still this is the pattern of Madinah book, that the author takes it slow and easy. Right? Hamid is saying masmuha, what is her name? Ma ismu istifham, ismuha mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. Ahaduhum, one of them is saying ismuha Layla, her name is Layla. Okay, ismu is mubtada and wahwa mudaf, ha is mudaf ilayhi. Layla is what? One word, marfu khabar. Okay, the words which have alif maksura at the end, this is alif maksura, right? So how will you say the i'rab of this word? Whichever ism ends in alif maksura, their i'rab will also be muqaddara. Okay, their i'rab will also be muqaddara. So how will you say that it is? What is the position of Layla? It is khabar. So you know that the khabar is always rafa. So how will you say that this noun is in rafa state? Marfu bit dommatil muqaddara. Okay, it is marfu bit dommatil muqaddara. Hamid is saying, Aina baytukumul jadidu? Where is your new house? This is interesting here. Aina ismu istifham, baytukum. Okay, you have baytukum and then al jadid. Okay, now what happens in Arabic grammar when two sukuns come together? They cannot exist together. Okay, so you need to change the first sukun into a temporary haraka. You need to give a temporary haraka here so that you can read it along with the next sakin. So here in the case of kum, what will you give here? Dhamma. Okay, you cannot give any haraka as we like. We have to follow how the language works. We need to know how the language works. For example, if I say min and al-bayt, what haraka will you give to min? You'll say min al-bayt. You will not give a dhamma there, right? Okay. So you need to know where you have to give which haraka. So here in this case, whenever you have kum, if you have to give a temporary haraka, you'll give a dhamma here. Baytukumul jadidu. Okay, that's how you read it. And then if you see here, what is the position of al-jadidu? Baytukum is mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. Correct? Baytukum is mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. Al-jadidu. What is this ism doing here? Why is it in rafa state? What do you think? Its meaning is new. So it's going to be a sifa. So whose sifa is it going to be? It's going to be the sifa of Bait. It's going to be the sifa of Bait. So where is your new house? So Baitu is mudaf, wahua mausuf, kum is mudaf ilayhi, al-jadidu is the sifa. Ahaduhum, one of them said, Baitun al-jadidu qaribum min al-matar. Our new house is near from the airport. Okay, our new house is near from the airport. Is near the airport. You can just say it is near the airport or near from the airport. So here the grammatical analysis would be Bait, mubtada, wa huwa mudaf, na is what? Mudaf ilayhi, very good. Al-jadidu is sifa of this word Bait. Qaribun is what? One word marfu khabar. Now what will be the position of this jar majroor? It will be muta'alliq of the khabar. Okay, it will be muta'alliq of the khabar. Hamid, antum fil madrasati sanawiyati. Are you all in the secondary school? As-sanawiyati is what? Secondary. Okay, are you all in the secondary school? Here is hamzatul istifham. Antum is damir munfasil. Fi harf jar, al-madrasati ism majroor, wa huwa, and it is mausuf. As-sanawiyati is sifa. Okay, secondary school, mausuf and sifa. Ahduhum, one of them is saying, la, no. Nahnu bil jamiyati. We are in university. Ana fi kulliyatil handasati. Wa mahmudun fi kulliyatil tibbi. Wa Ibrahimu fi kulliyatil shari'ati. Wa Yusufu fi kulliyatil tijarati. So what is the translation? La, no. Nahnu bil jamiyati. We are in the university. That is, they are studying in the university. Ana fi kulli. Now, one of them is saying this answer. And first he said that we are all in university. And then he starts saying about each of them. Okay, first he's saying, I am in Kulliya is a department, or you can say college or department of engineering. Kulliyatil handasati is engineering. Okay, that's why the engineer is called muhandis. Muhandisun, isn't it? So because he's from the department of engineering, an engineer will be called muhandisun. Wa Mahmudun, and then he's telling about Mahmud, that he is in Mahmud fi kulliyati tibbi. Tib means medicine. He is in the College of Medicine or Department of Medicine. Wa Ibrahimu fi kulliyati shari'ati, and Ibrahim is in the department or college or college of Sharia, okay, of the law. Wa Yusufu, and Yusuf fi kulliyati tijarati, and Yusuf is in the college or department of commerce. Tijara is what? Trade or commerce. So let's do the grammatical analysis quickly. La harfu nafi, because in the question you had hamzatul istifham, so you know that in any question that you have hamzatul istifham, the answer will have harfu jawab in it. Naam or la, one of the harfu jawab will be there. So la is here harfu jawab. Nahnu is what? Mubtada bil jamiyati jar majroor muta'alliq of the khabar mahzoof. So this is one jumla ismiya. Ana mubtada fi harf jar kulliyati is what? Ism majroor, and mudaf handasati is mudaf ilayhi. So where is my khabar? Mahzoof. Jar majroor muta'alliq of the khabar mahzoof. This is another jumla ismiya. Waw is ataf. Now here ataf is coming, right? This waw is for ataf. Okay. Mahmudun fi kulliyati tib. So this is the same way. This is the mubtada. Okay. And then you have the jar majrur mutaliq of the khabar mahzuf. So you have another jumla ismiya. So ana fi kulliyatil handasati is one jumla ismiya, right? And now you have the ataf after that, and then mahmudun fil kulliyati tib. This is one jumla ismiya, correct? So this jumla ismiya, correct? Mahmudun fi kulliyati tib. This jumla ismiya will be what? Jumla ismiya matuf. This will be matuf upon what? What is the matuf alayhi? This jumla ana fi kulliyati handasati. This is one jumla ismiya, isn't it? This is jumla ismiya, which is also the matuf alayhi. Okay. So that's how you will connect the sentences. Now, next you have waw harfu ataf, Ibrahim mubtada, again jar majroor, mutaliq of the khabar mahzuf. This is, what is the position of this jumla ismiya? This is matuf number 2. Okay. And the matuf alayhi will be the same. Ana fi kulliyati handasa, the same matuf alayhi will be for matuf number 2. And here you have another ataf conjunction. After that you have another jumla ismiya. So this will be matuf number 3. Okay, very easy, isn't it? Hamidun. Man dhalikal fatal ladhi fi sayyaratikum. Who is that young boy? The one who is in your car. Okay. Who's that young boy? The one who is in your car. Man ismul istifham. Dhalikal fata. Dhalika is ismul ishara. Al fata is what? It is having an al. Young al fata means young boy. I know that, but I'm asking you the position of this word. Okay. Al fata is what? Badal, isn't it? Dhalika after ismul ishara, if you have a word, if you have an ism with al, then that word, that ism will be badal. So zalikal fata. That boy, that young boy. Allazi. Can you tell me what is the position of allazi? This ismul mausul, what is the position of this here? The young boy, the one who. So isn't it describing the boy, that young boy, the one who is in your car? What is we'll come to silatul mausul later on, but the whole thing, if you see allazi fis sayyaratikum, the one who is in your car, isn't it describing the boy, that the boy, the one who is in the car? It's giving more description about the boy, isn't it? Lazi is sifa and al fata will be badal and mausuf. Fi harf jar sayyaratikum mudaf and mudaf ilayhi, and sayyarati is also ism majroor. Now after ismul mausul, what should you have? Silatul mausul, isn't it? So do we have silatul mausul here? No. Why? Because the silatul mausul can be only a jumla. Only a jumla can be silatul mausul. There is no jumla after alladhi. So what will you say? Silatul mausul mahzuf. So you'll say jar majroor is the muta'alliq of silatul mausul mahzuf. All right. Mahmoud is saying huwa zamili. He is my colleague or my friend. Okay. The question Hamid asked, who is this young boy? The one who is in your car. Mahmoud is saying he's my colleague or my friend. So huwa mubtada, zamili. Zamil is what? Mudaf and one word marfu khabar. Ya mutakallim is mudaf ilayhi. Hamid is saying min aina huwa. Where is he from? Min harjar. Aina ismu istifham, which will be ism majroor because it is coming after min. Huwa, you know, it is damir munfasil. Min aina huwa. Where is he from? Mahmoud is saying huwa min Inkaltara. Which country is this? Inkaltara. England, isn't it? Huwa, he is from England. So huwa mubtada, min harfjar, Inkaltara is ism majroor. But is it in jar state? Can you see that whether the noun is in jar state? No. Okay. So this noun Inkaltara, this is also ending with alif. So you will say the i'rab is muqaddara. Okay. So you will say it is majroor bil kasratil muqaddara, because it is ism majroor. Hamid is asking masmuhu, what is his name? Ma ismu istifham, ismuhu mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. Mahmoud is saying ismuhu William. His name is William. Okay, ismu mubtada wa huwa mudaf, who is mudaf ilayhi. William is what? One word, marfu khabar. So if you see Williamu here, it has only one haraka on it, because some nouns, as you have seen, like for example, the feminine nouns, isn't it? Zainabu, Fatim, the feminine names. Zainabu, Fatimatu, Aishatu, Khadijatu, the feminine names all end with one haraka. Okay, that is the reason why they end with one haraka, but you will learn that later on. Here, Williamu, some names, some non-Arabic names also end with one haraka. Okay, Williamu is a non-Arabic name. Williamu, George. Okay, the names, inshallah, you'll see in your vocabularies just in a few minutes. So we'll learn more about that in your vocabulary. So here, William is non-Arabic name, so it is ending with one haraka. Hamid is saying, Muslimun huwa. Is he a Muslim? Hamid is asking, is he a Muslim? Hamzatul istifham, Muslimun is a ism, and huwa is domir munfasil. Mahmoud is saying, what is Mahmoud saying? La, huwa nasraniyun. No, he is a Christian. Okay, nasraniyun means Christian. La harfu jawab, huwa nasraniyun, huwa mubtada. Nasraniyun is what? One word, marfu khabar. Abuhu ustazi. His father is my teacher. So this is another jumla ismiya. So Abu is what? Mudaf and mubtada, who is mudaf ilayhi. Ustazi is what? My teacher. So mudaf and mudaf ilayhi, but ustad, this word is taking two positions. It is mudaf and one word khabar, one word marfu khabar, and ya mutakallim is mudaf ilayhi. So you have two jumla ismiyas here. Okay, but they're separate jumla ismiyas. They are not interconnected. Okay, some sentences you can connect them and form one long sentence, or you can separate them with the different sentences. Correct? Ismuhu dukturu idwardu. Okay, idwardu is Edward. Okay, ismuhu dukturu idwardu. His name is Dr. Edward. Ismu is mubtada wa huwa mudaf, who is mudaf ilayhi. Dr. Edwardu. What is the position of Edward? Badal. Very good. Okay, and ad-doktor will be the mubdal minhu. Okay, next, Hamid. Hamid is saying, Azahabtum ila al-mustashfa li ziyarati ammikum al-yawm. Okay, did you all go to the hospital to visit your uncle today? Okay, hamzatul istifham. Zahabtum is zahaba fi'il madi. Tum is what? Fa'il. Ila al-mustashfa jar majroor, muta'alliq of the fi'il zahaba. Li is harf jar. Ziyarati is to visit someone. Okay, ziyaratun means to visit someone. Did you go to the hospital to visit ammikum, to visit your uncle today? Al-yawma is a zarfu zaman. Okay, Yusuf is saying na'am zahabna. Yes, we went. Na'am is harfu jawab. Why? Because there's hamzatul istifham in the question. So then in answer you have harfu jawab. Zahabna is what? Jumla failure, isn't it? Zahaba fail madi, and na is this damir is what? File. Na is the file of this verb zahaba. So fail plus file make one jumla failure. Okay, so that's all is your lesson. So now let's start the exercises. Tamarin. Ajib, first exercise is answer the following questions. Ajib anil asilatil atiya. In this, mainly the questions are focused on to improve your Arabic speaking skills. Okay, to make sentences, small sentences. Man antum, who are you? Aina baitukum, where is your house? Mar rabbukum, who is your Lord? Okay, but all the questions, if you see here, they're asking you in the form of plural. Man antum, who are you all? So how will you say the sentence? We are. If you have to say we are Muslims, how will you say we are Muslims? Nahnu. You will start with nahnu, isn't it? Nahnu muslimuna. Okay, we are Muslims. Aina baitukum. Okay, for example, this question is being posed. Imagine that it is posed to you and your brothers or sisters. Where is your house? How will you say? Our house is in the wherever you live. You can say our house in the this place. Okay. Then mar rabbukum, who's your Lord? Our Lord is Allah. Okay. So how will you say Rabbun Allah? Okay. Then ma lughatukum, what is your language? Our language is lughatuna. So this will be your homework. And then you have your Iqra Waktub. Let's quickly go through the Iqra Waktub. Nahnu Muslimuna. Al-Islamu dinuna. Wallahu Rabbuna. Wa Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam nabiyyuna. Wa Qur'anu dasturuna. Wal Ka'batu qiblatuna. Wal Arabiyyatu lughatuna. Okay. So here, Nahnu Muslimun, we are Muslims. Al-Islamu dinuna, Islam is our religion. Allahu Rabbuna, and Allah is our Lord. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is our prophet. And Quran is our dusturuna. It is our practice. Wal Ka'batu qiblatuna, and Kaaba is our direction, is our qibla. Wal Arabiyyatu lughatuna, and Arabic is our language. Okay. Aina mudarrisukum ya ikhwanu. Where is your teacher, oh brothers? You just have to ponder how the attached pronouns like kum, ka, and kum. If you see, the author mainly is introducing you to these pronouns. That is the ka and kum. Okay. خرج الآن من الفصل وذهب إلى المدير. He left, kharaja, he left now from the classroom and he went to the head teacher. So kharaja fail madi, al-ana is what? Zarf. Min al-fasli is what? Jar majroor. Okay? Jar majroor. Both will be muta'alliq of the verb kharaja. Where is the file of kharaja? Because you cannot have a fail without a file, correct? So file is mustatir. Taqdiruhu huwa, the huwa which is here inside kharaja, that will be the file. Waw is harfu ataf. Waw is ataf. So zahaba fail madi, huwa is the file mustatir. Ila al mudir is what? Jar majroor muta'alliq of the fail zahaba. So this is one jumla failure. And this jumla failure is what? Matuf upon. What is the matuf alayhi? This jumla failure is matuf alayhi. Correct? That is all. Then you have the third sentence. Fi ayyi shari'in baytukum. Here you have a new word. Correct? Ayyi. Okay. In which street? Shari'in is street. In which street is your house? In which street is your house? Okay. So ayyi, this word ayyi. Okay, it is actually the word ayyun. Okay, ayyun is what? It is an, first of all, it is an ism. Okay, it is a ismu istifham. It is a ismu istifham, and it always comes as mudaf. Always comes as mudaf, and it takes all three i'rab. It can be ayyu, ayya, or ayyan, or ayyin. Okay, it takes all three i'rab. So if you see here, fi ayyi, and what is the meaning of ayyun? Which? Okay, fi ayyin means in which street. All right, in which street is your house? So here you have ayyi coming as ism majroor. First of all, it will be ism majroor, isn't it? Fi harf jar followed by an ismu istifham. This is basically an ism, so it will be after harf jar. If you have an ism, it will be ism majroor. So ayyi, that's why it is in jar state. But why does it have one kasra? Why not two? Fi ayyin. Why not ayyin? Because ayyi is taking two positions. It is ism majroor of the harf jar before it, and it is also mudaf for the next word. That's why. Okay, mudaf doesn't take tanween, isn't it? So that's why it is having only one haraka. Ayyi sharin. So sharin is mudaf ilayhi. Baytukum is another murakkab idafi. So what's the answer? In which street is your house? Baytuna fi shari allazi amam al mahkamati. Our house is in the street, Allazi, that which is amama, is in front of al-mahkamati. Okay, our house, so this is the baitu is mudaf and mubtada, nam is the mudaf ilayhi, fi is harjar, ashari is street, ism majrur. And what is the position of allazi? Allazi is the sifa. Okay, our house is in the street, that which. So the allazi is describing ashari. Okay, so this is a sifa and ashari is the mausuf. Amama is zarf and al-mahkamati will be the mudaf ilayhi. So this is one jumla ismiya. Abuna sadiqu ammikum, our father is a friend of your uncle. Abuna, our father, is a friend of your uncle. Okay, where's my mubtada? Abu is my mubtada, wa huwa mudaf, na is mudaf ilayhi, sadiqu is one word marfu khabar, and ammikum is what? Ammikum, friend of your uncle. So ammi, this word ammi is mudaf ilayhi for sadiqu. Sadiqu is mudaf and ammi is mudaf ilayhi, and ammi is also mudaf ilayhi and mudaf. Okay, this word ammi is mudaf ilayhi and mudaf. Okay, and kum is mudaf ilayhi. Okay, antum mudarrisuna, are you all teachers? La nahnu atibba'u, no, we are all doctors. Okay, so this is about male teachers. They're posing the question to men, are you all teachers? So that's why mudarrisuna, una is jamas muzakkar salim, isn't it? So the answer, they are saying no, we are doctors, and atibba'u is what? Male doctors. Okay, this is a jama mukassar of tabibun. So la harfu jawab, nahnu is mubtada, atibba'u one word khabar. Antum abna'ul mudiri, are you all the children of the head teacher? Are you all the sons of head teacher? La nahnu hafadatuhu, no, we are his grandchildren. La, no, nahnu, we, is nahnu is mubtada, hafadatu is one word marfu khabar and mudaf, and who is mudaf ilayhi. Madrasatuna kabiratun wa madrasatuhum wa madrasatukum saghiratun, our school is big. So this is one jumla ismiya with the mudaf and mudaf ilayhi mubtada. Madrasatu is mubtada and mudaf. Na is mudaf ilayhi. Kabiratun is one word marfu khabar. So our school is big and your school is small. So madrasatukum, again this is one jumla ismiya which will be matuf upon this jumla. This is the first jumla, you will say jumla ismiya is matuf alayhi. Waw is harfu ataf, and the second jumla is what? Matuf. The second jumla ismiya will be matuf upon the first. Next, sentence number 8. Lana hadiqatun jamilatun fi tilkal qarya. There is there's a beautiful garden. Hadiqatun is what? Garden. Jamilatun means beautiful. There's a beautiful garden fi tilkal qarya, in that town. Okay, lana. So the sentence is beginning with a jar majroor. So what do you know about a sentence that begins with a jar majroor? That this jar majroor will be muta'alliq of the khabar mahzoof muqaddam. Hadiqatun will be, what will be the position of hadiqatun then? Mubtada muakhar. Jamilatun, Jamilatun is the sifa. So hadiqatun will be mubtada muakhar and mausoof. Jamilatun is sifa. Fi is harjar. Tilka al-qarya is what? Fi harjar means tilka ism majroor, ism ishara, and it will be ism majroor. Al-qaryati will be badal. Okay, because it has al on it. Ismun ishara followed by a noun which has al will be the badal of this ismun ishara. Akhuna talibun fi kulliyati tib. Our brother is a student in the Department of Medicine or in the College of Medicine. So akhu is mubtada and mudaf, na is mudaf ilayhi. Talibun is what? Talibun is one word marfu khabar, and the jar majroor will be the mutalliq of the khabar. Okay, أأنتم أطباء, are you all doctors? بعضنا أطباء وبعضنا مهندسون. Some of us, بعض, remember this word, بعض always comes as mudaf. Some. What is the meaning of بعض? Some. Okay. See, there are two words. One is ba'da. Ba'da is zarf. Okay. Ba'da means zarf, which is after. Okay. This is ba'du with the dad. Okay. This is the meaning of this is some, and this is a normal ism, which always comes as mudaf. Okay. Always comes as mudaf. So what will be the position of na here? Na is mudaf ilayhi. Atibba'u is what? Khabar, one word marfu khabar. So ba'du is actually mudaf and mubtada. Atibba'u is one word marfu khabar. So this is one jumla ismiya. Waw is ataf, and ba'duna muhandisun, and some of us are engineers. So this is another jumla ismiya, which will be the matuf, and this jumla ismiya will be matuf alayhi. Okay, I'm just going to write M-A matuf alayhi. Okay, Allahu Rabbuna wa Rabbukum. Allah is our Lord and your Lord. Okay, Allahu Mubtada. Rabbuna is what? Rabbu is one word marfu khabar. And mudaf, na is mudaf ilayhi. Waw harfu ataf. Rabbu. Allah is our Lord and your Lord. So waw is harfu ataf. So what will be the position of Rabbu? This word Rabbu is mudaf. Okay. And kum is mudaf ilayhi. Okay. So this murakkab, this murakkab is what? The murakkab of rabbukum. This is the matuf. Okay, the mudaf and mudaf ilayhi together, they are the matuf. So what is a matuf alayhi? Okay. So this murakkab is matuf upon the previous murakkab, correct? What did we learn about the conjunctions? That they come to join two words or phrases or two sentences. So here the ataf is coming to join two phrases. So the matuf alayhi is Rabbuna. Okay. Next you have the last sentence. Aina zahabtum ya ikhwanu. Where did you all go, O brothers? Okay. So what's the meaning? Where did you all go, O brothers? Zahabna ila suqi. We went to the market. We went to the market. So zahaba fail madi. Na is the file. Ila suqi jar majrur, which is the muta'alliq of the fail. Okay. Then you have the next exercise, exercise number 3. What do you have to do in this exercise? Adif fil asma al atiyata ila domairi kama huwa muwaddihun fil misali. Okay. Adif is to make possessive phrase. Okay. You're asked to use the following nouns with the possessive pronouns as shown in the examples. Okay. They have given you nouns, like for example, baitun. Okay. And you have to make it into a possessive phrase. That is, possessive phrase is a murakkab idafi. Okay. You will use the nouns along with the possessive pronouns to make a murakkab idafi. Okay. So if you have these words like baitun, ammun, ummun, or sadiqun, all these nouns, you will use possessive pronouns, means attached pronouns. Okay. Attached pronouns. The attached pronouns are used as possessive pronouns also. Why? Because if I say baitukum, the kum is damir muttasil, attached pronouns. Now here, these attached pronouns, they are being referred to as what? Possessive pronouns, because why are they referred to as possessive pronouns? Because when you have to bring a domir in the place of mudaf ilayhi, which domir will you bring? Which domir will you bring in the place of a mudaf ilayhi? Mudaf ilayhi, you know that it is in jar state, isn't it? So obviously you cannot bring the domir munfasil, because the i'rab of all the domir munfasil is what? Marfu. So domir muttasil, the attached pronouns, they can come in the position of nasab or jar state. So you know that your domir muttasil has to be brought here. So in this case, whenever you attach a domir muttasil to a noun and you making it mudaf ilayhi, then this mudaf ilayhi, the attached pronoun mudaf ilayhi, this will be called possessive pronoun, isn't it? So baitun, but a house, baitukum, your house, baituna, our house. So looking at this example, you have to follow the same pattern. Now to the word baitun, they attached the pronouns kum and na. So the same thing you have to do with the other example. So this is also your homework. Okay, let's do one example here. Ammun, uncle. So what you'll say? Your uncle and our uncle. How will you say? Ammukum and ammuna. Okay, so that is all. It is very easy. So exercise number 4 is what? Iqra, read. We just need to read and look at the sentence, how it works. Here in this exercise, mainly they are focusing on the word ayyu. Okay, how this noun ayyu is used in the different positions. So ayyu yawmin, which day is this? Which day is this? Okay, ayyu is mudaf. Can you notice that ayyu is always coming as mudaf? Okay, remember to notice that. Okay, ayyu yawmin, which day? Mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. Haza is ismul ishara. Haza yawmus sabt. This is Saturday. Yawmus sabt is what? Saturday. Yawmus sabt is mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. Okay, so haza mubtada. Yawmu is mudaf and one word marfu khabar. Sabti is mudaf ilayhi. Ayyu shahrin haza. Which month is this? Haza shahru rajabin. This is the month of Rajab. So haza again mubtada. Shahru one word khabar and mudaf. Rajabin is mudaf ilayhi. Ayyu kulliyatin hazihi. Which department is this? Okay, which department or college is this? Hazihi kulliyatut tijarati. This is the department or college of commerce or trade. So hazihi is mubtada, kulliyatu one word marfu khabar, and mudaf at-tijarati is the mudaf ilayhi. Fi ayyi. Can you notice here? Here it is ayyu because there is no amil here. No word is coming to change its i'rab. Okay, so it remains in the rafa state, ayyu. And it has only one haraka because it is coming as mudaf. Okay, so ayyun is coming as ayyu because here it is mudaf. Always it comes as mudaf, so it will always have one haraka on it. But the only thing is it will take different, when it according to its position, it will take different i'rab. So here in this case it is in rafa state, here it is ism majroor, so it is in jar state, fi ayyi. Okay, so fi harf jar, ayyi is mudaf and ism majroor and mudaf. Madrasatin is what? Mudaf ilayhi. Anta is damir munfasil. Okay, in which school are you? Which school are you in? Okay, ana fil madrasatil mutawassitati. I am in the middle school. Ana mubtada, fi harf jar, al madrasati ism majroor and mawsoof, al mutawassitati is sifa. So the jar majroor will be mutalliq of the khabar mahzoof. Min ayyi baladin. Balad is country. In which from which country are you? Ya ukhtu, O sister. From which country are you, O sister? Ana minal Yunan. I am from Greece. Okay, ana mubtada, min harf jar, al Yunan is ism majroor. So jar majroor mutalliq of the khabar mahzoof. So that is all is the exercise number 4. And exercise number 5 is read and write, ikra waktub. If you look at these words, Williamu, Edwardu, Londonu, okay, as we discussed earlier, some nouns like the feminine nouns and the non-Arab names will be having only one, will end with one haraka. Okay, what are the nouns that will end with one haraka? If a noun is attached with al, isn't it? When a noun has al-kitabu, if I say kitabun, if I add al to it, it will become al-kitabu. Okay, if a noun has al, then it can end with one haraka, correct? This is the first case, for a noun to have one haraka. Okay, then second case is what? When the noun is a mudaf. When the noun is mudaf, it doesn't show the it doesn't take the tanween, or it doesn't show the al. Okay, so the mudaf will always have one haraka. Now Williamu, here the different nouns that they have given are, do they have al? No, this is not the case. Are they mudaf here? No, they are separate nouns. It is just an exercise and they have given different words. So why are they having one haraka? Because they are a different set of nouns. Okay, there are different set of nouns. They are called غير منصرف nouns, غير منصرف isms. You just try to remember the names, okay? A name of the type of ism. The other details about these isms we'll learn later, okay? These are غير منصرف ism, which will have one haraka at the end, okay? Like the feminine names and the non-Arab names. So just read along with me. Williamu, Idvardu, Londonu, Barisu. Barisu is Paris, Londonu, London. Pakistanu, Pakistan. Istanbulu, okay, Istanbul. Ibrahimu, Ismailu. So if you see Ibrahim and Ismail are non-Arab names, okay? That's why they have one haraka, okay? Ishaqu, Yaqubu, Ayyubu, Sulaymanu, Dawudu, Yunusu, Idrisu, Jibrilu, Mikailu, Fir'aunu. Exercise number 6. This is the last exercise of your lesson. Read the examples, then change the following sentences on this pattern. So let's see what we have to do. The first one is done for us. We have to follow the same pattern. Anta zahabta ilal madrasati. You went to the school. You went to the school. So what do you have to do? They have changed the subject. What is the position of anta here? Mubtada. Okay, anta is mubtada. Where is the khabar? Zahabta is zahaba fail madi. Ta is the file. Jar majrur mutalik of the file. So anta is mubtada. And this sentence, okay, this sentence is what? Jumla ismiya khabar, which is becoming the khabar of this mubtada. Okay. So antum is what? It is replacing anta. So you have to change the subject into plural. So if you change the subject into plural, the khabar also has to be in the plural, correct? What is the rule of mubtada and khabar? That they have to match in adad and jins. So if the adad, that is, if the mubtada is going to be jama, then the khabar has to match the mubtada in adad. So it also has to be jama. Okay, let's do it. Antum, you all, zahabtum ilal madrasati. You all went to the school. So antum mubtada. This jumla failure is the khabar. Okay, sorry, I made a small mistake here. That is, I wrote here jumla ismiya, but this is jumla failure. Correct? This is jumla failure, not jumla ismiya. So this jumla failure is the khabar of the mubtada. Similarly, here this jumla failure is the khabar of this mubtada. All right. The same process you have to follow in the other sentences. Let's see. Anta kharajta min al-fasli. You left from the classroom. So what do you have to do? Change this anta into plural. What is the plural of anta? Antum. Antum. What will we do? Antum. Kharajta will become kharajtum. Okay. Kharajtum min al-fasli. Okay, antum, you know the grammatical analysis of this, that antum is mubtada and the whole jumla failure will be the khabar. Anta jalasta fil fasli. You are seated in the classroom. Okay, you're seated in the classroom. You all are seated in the classroom. Okay, so how will you do it? Antum jalastum fil fasli. Okay, you all sat in the classroom. Aina zahabta ya akhi? Where did you go, oh my brother? Okay, where did you go, oh my brother? So now I don't have the subject here. Okay, it is just, if you see here, I have to change the fail into plural. Okay, zahabta, it will be aina. So if you're asking the questions to one person here, akhi, oh my brother, so this will be changed to oh my brothers. Okay, so if you ask where did you go, oh my brother, then how will you ask to the brothers? Where did you all go? Correct. So you will say aina zahabtum. Aina zahabtum ya akhi. So this is a question, so we'll not do the analysis. So it's just changing the word into plural, changing the fail into plural. Limaza kharajta min al-fasli ya waladu. Why did you leave from the classroom, oh boy? Okay, oh son or oh boy. Now you are focusing the question, you're posing the question to one person here, to the boy. Here you're asking the question to boys. Okay, the plural. It is the plural. So you will change the pattern of the question, which is you'll make the turn the question into plural. So limaza kharajta will become limaza means why. Okay, why did you all leave the classroom, oh children? So how will you say that? Limaza kharajtum minal fasli ya awladu. Okay, that's it. So with this, we come to the end of the lesson. Now let's look at the new words quickly. So you have al-hafidu. Al-hafidu is what? Ibnul ibni, son of son. Okay. Ibnul bint, or son of daughter. That is grandson. Ibnul ibni is what? Grandson or granddaughter. The plural, the jama of both is what? Hafadatun. Okay. So al-kulliyatu is college or department. The plural of it is kulliyatun. Kulliyatu tib is what? College of medicine. Kulliyatu sharia, college of law, college of engineering, college of trade, dustur, practice. Al-akhu is what? Brother. Ikhwatun, brothers. Ikhwanun is another plural. Ikhwatun and ikhwanun is the plural of akhu. The word akhun has two plurals, ikhwatun or ikhwanun. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban. The meaning of this will be a very warm, hearty welcome. Okay, ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban, a very warm, hearty welcome. But when you really get into the depth of these words, when you really understand grammatically, which you will have to wait for it, because there are a lot of things which are hidden here. So just wait for it, and then you will realize how beautiful this Arabic language is. Okay. Al-Yunan, Greece. Nasraniyun is Christian. This is singular, and the plural of this word Nasraniyun, the jama of this is Nasara, isn't it? This word is used in the Quran, Nasara, Christians. Next, you have the points to remember. What did we learn in this lesson? We learned that the plural form of anta is what? Antum. And the plural form of ka, the damir muttasil ka, is what? Kum. So we learned how to use this, correct? Man anta. So what will be the, if you turn it into plural, it will be man antum. And if you ask the question, aina baytukum ya ikhwanu, so here they're showing you the use of the plural damir muttasil. Okay. And then you also learned the plural of ana is what? Nahnu. Okay. And so nahnu muslimun, we are Muslims. If it is singular, you'll say ana muslimun. Okay. And nahnu muslimun is what? We are Muslims. And if it is females, even then we will use nahnu. Nahnu will be used for both masculine and feminine, isn't it? So nahnu muslimatun. So we are Muslim women. We also saw the damir muttasil. Okay, that is the ya mutakallim, and the plural of this ya mutakallim is what? Na. So so baiti, my house. Baituna is what? Our house. Allahu Rabbuna, Allah is our Lord. Okay, look at the use of na damir here. And al-Islamu dinuna, Islam is our religion. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is our prophet. Nabiyuna means our prophet, our messenger. Right? Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is our prophet. Zahab. Then point number 3, what did we learn? That we also learned in the lesson that zahabta is what? You went, is the singular form. What is the plural of zahabta? Zahabtum. And then you have zahabtu. The plural of zahabtu is what? Zahabna. Zahabtu means I went, zahabna, we went. We have seen the feminine proper name, Aminatu, Maryamu, Khadijatu. These feminine proper nouns, they have no tanween on them because they are ghair munsarif isms. Ghair munsarif isms, they don't have tanween on them. They only have one haraka. Okay. What are the other categories of ghair munsarif ism? One is the categories of ghair munsarif ism are what? One is the feminine nouns are ghair munsarif. Then non-Arabic names. Non-Arabic proper nouns have no tanween. So Williamu, Barisu, Washingtonu, okay, Washington. Hamiltonu is what? Hamilton. Londonu, Pakistanu, all these are غير منصرف proper nouns. They will also have no tanween, which means these are also غير منصرف isms. And then the names of most of the prophets, for example, non-Arabic prophets, okay, the names which are non-Arabic, Adamu, Ibrahimu, Ishaqu, Ismailu, Yaqubu. We also saw Idrisu, Ayyubu. All these names are غير منصرف isms, which are non-Arabic. Okay, non-Arabic names will be having only one harak on them. There'll be no tanween. And then also the non-Arabic proper nouns which have only 3 letters in them. Okay, for example, Nuhun, it only has 3 letters. Okay, so this is an exception to the rule. So non-Arabic names, so Nuhun, Lutun, Jurjun is George. Okay, Khanun, Khan. So these are non-Arabic names, but still they have a tanween on them. Okay, they are like normal isms. Nuhun, Nuhan, Nuhin. Okay, so these are like normal isms. Why? Because they are 3 lettered. Okay, if there is a non-Arabic name which consists of 3 letters, then it will have a tanween on it. Okay, this is an exception to this rule that we saw. Okay, the non-Arabic nouns, we said there will be they will have no tanween. So the exception to this rule is what? The non-Arabic names that have 3 letters will act like normal isms. They will have tanween on them. Okay, is that clear? Next, we have learned that the mudaf is definite by position. So when the mudaf has an adjective, it must be definite. Okay, so the mudaf here, let's take an example and try to understand. Baitu is mudaf. Okay, al-jadidu is its sifa, isn't it? So if al-jadidu is a sifa of this word baitu, okay, so now this word, how will you decide that jadidu, this sifa should be marifa or nakira? How will you decide? Because this is the sifa of bait, correct? So you should know the bait is marifa or nakira. Only then you can write its sifa as marifa or nakira, correct? So how will you decide that this word, which is your mudaf, is marifa or nakira? What is the process? You will look, because it doesn't take tanween or al, isn't it? The mudaf doesn't take tanween and al. Then how will you know whether it's mudaf or mudaf ilayhi? Sorry, whether it is marifa or nakira? How will you say that the mudaf is marifa or nakira? You will look at your mudaf ilayhi. If your mudaf ilayhi is marifa, you will say mudaf is marifa. If your mudaf ilayhi is nakira, you will say mudaf is nakira. So here in this case, baitu is marifa or nakira? You will look at your mudaf ilayhi. It is marifa. So you will say baitu is marifa. That's why the sifa is also marifa. Okay. So that's what they're trying to explain here. Baitul imamil jadidu. The house, the imam's new house. Okay. And the last point to remember is about the word ayyu. Ayyu is always mudaf. It is always used as a mudaf, and it is a ismu istifham. The meaning of ayyu is which. Okay, ayyu baitin haza, which house is this? Ayyu talibin kharaja, which student went out? When preceded by a preposition, it is in the genitive case. Min ayyi baladin anta, which country are you from? Fi ayyi faslin jalasta, in which classroom did you sit? Okay, it can be accusative case. Accusative means the nasab state. Okay, the following examples which we saw earlier, here it is in rafa state, ayyu, it is in rafa state, they showed you, and here it is in jar state because there's a harf jar before it. Okay, and they're showing you that ayyu can also, the word ayyun can also be in nasab state. Ayya lugatin tuhibbu. So which language do you like? So why is this ayya in nasab state? Because this is the object. Okay, because if I say I love Arabic language, okay, so I liking is what? The fail. This is the doer. Okay, this is the doer. This, which means this is the file. Okay, liking is the what? The fail. Okay, the fail. And what is I like what? Arabic. This is the object. So we know that the object is always in nasab state, isn't it? So that's why ayya. If you turn this I like Arabic into a question, which language do you like? So this word Arabic is changed into which. So in the place of object, what are we bringing? Which language do you like? So this is what? object of this fi'l, correct? So that's why it is in nasab state. So ayya lughatin, which language? So ayya is mudaf and mudaf ilayhi, and this is the maf'ul, or this is the object of tuhibbu fi'l. Right, so here you have your vocabulary: ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban, welcome; tiflatun, child; matar, airport; kulliyatun, faculty or college, department also you can say. Al-mahkamatu is the law court, okay? And then the dastur is the constitution, the constitution or the law, okay? Alhamdulillah, with this we come to the end of the lesson. Inshallah, jazakumullahu khairan, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.